Great. I'm going to talk about 9 ways social media can make all of you better leaders. Who wants to be a better leader? Absolutely. First thing, write down. Social media is great. Write it down. I want to be a leader. Here's my philosophy. Here's what I want to do. I want to talk about leadership. And I'll tell you what happened. This happened today. I started writing about leadership on my blog, and you dramatically increase the chances of all those things happening. I wanted to be a leader that made a difference for a group of people. And guess what happened? I wrote that down, I blogged about it. 5 years later, it happened. And now I'm standing here. Number 2, you'll learn on social media. Think of all the outlets out there where you can learn about leadership. There's so many great people writing about it. There's so many articles out there. And I can tell you there's a couple of things in particular that I like. There's the leadership hashtag. Follow it. A lot of great people out there. And there's a couple of great chats out there every Tuesday evening. Leadership chat and Lead from Within, actually at the same time every week. But I participate in both. They're fantastic and you learn. Now you want to road test everything. Vroom! Big car. You go out there and you take your ideas and you put them on the road. That's what social media is all about. You say, hey, what about this? What about this idea? I like that idea. And guess what you get to do? You get to do what I call a loop-de-loop. You get to loop these ideas around. You put them out there. You get feedback from the audience. You go apply them. And you find out if they work or they don't work, and then you bring them back, and then you try again. It's the loop-de-loop. Next, number 4, you get to reshape your vision. You get so much input. You get so much out there that you start thinking, wow, maybe I ought to change the way I think. Maybe I ought to change the way I work. Because the other side benefit of all that is, boom! Your network explodes. I started out as a chief operating officer of a cable company, and my only network was my company. But once I started going on social media, now I have 17,400 followers, and I meet gurus and rock stars and people that I admired for so long in the leadership field. People like Tom Peters, Search of Excellence, 1982, seminal book. He and I are talking on Twitter. I couldn't believe it. Steve Farber, great guy. Liz Strauss, my business partner. John Maxwell, Bill George, and other people. Marcus Buckingham. I've had conversations with these people on social media. Now, the other thing leaders really got to do now is stay ahead of the game. There's all this tech stuff out there, all these devices, all these social media outlets. Leaders, no matter what level you are in any part of an organization, you've got to stay up. You know what? You've got to let your freaky flag fly. Who's with me? Who's flying their geek flag? Fly that geek flag, and you're going to be a better leader. I guarantee you that. Now, next, you've got to keep your eye on some important people. And who do you think those might be as a leader?
You.
Who? Who are you going to keep your eye on in the social media world? 2, customers and your competition. I think I see too often as you rise in the ranks of leadership, you start delegating these tasks to other people. Wrong. You want to keep your leadership skills honed, you have to be the one, with everybody else, to monitor these folks. Next, you can step up and lead more in the social media field. I'll give you a prime example. Me. In 2007, while I was still employed with another job, I started SolveCon, this little conference that we do in Chicago and Portland. Yay! And we're a sponsor here, by the way. That totally came about because of social media. And it's an excellent way for me and for other people to show leadership for the last 5 years. And we're going to do it again in September here. Lastly, practice, practice, practice. What is social media but a communication tool? What do leaders have to be? Great communicators. So get on social media and communicate, because if you can make it there, you'll make it anywhere. It's up to you. New media, new media. Thank you very much for joining us in the show. And lead well, everybody. Leadership is a great thing. I love it. It's an honor. It's a privilege. Do it. Thank you.